Welcome to this very special video. You're watching the first ever published Plan With Me video on this channel. To be honest, I've done many screen recordings of Plan With Me's in the past, but I've never shared them before. So plan with me, feel free to plan along in your digital planner or paper planner, but don't judge. I'm Angelina and I make digital planners. This is going to be the Succinct 2021 planner, which you can find with the SE link below. There are other colors and other setups to choose from, and I'm using the Xodo app. It's free, you can use it on Windows or Android, and it's the best app I've found so far for those platforms. There's other options available if you use Apple, iPad, Mac, iOS products. Xodo will still work. And here is how I plan my week on my Surface Pro 6. I like to do things on my computer. I just hook everything up to my monitors and mouse. You could of course just use the pen, but I guess I'm a little old school like that. I'm inputting my stickers that I have made from Canva, and I just have these for personal use. I have not started making these for commercial use at all. And these are kind of just like some background stickers for what I'm going to write, just to give it a little bit more character and color. If you're not familiar with digital planners, you can basically just take a PDF like this, and that's all it really comes down to. It's a PDF. All of these tabs like cover, full calendar, you can just click on them and go to those pages. And on this one, that's how it's set up anyway. And on the small months here at the top left, you can click on it and go to that week. So I'm really enjoying this planner. This is the hourly setup. I am using it myself before I put it on my site, so expect that to come out soon. I try to just make sure that it works well. Here, every Tuesday I go to Toastmasters, and you always have a role, so I like to keep track of what role I'm doing next because it changes week to week. And I have a countdown for myself. That's a special announcement I'll give in 132 days. I do work a 9 to 5, so just blocking out all this time here. I use different programs for my day job. It's, you know, using different computer and everything, so I just kind of block out this time. I do like to put something like during my lunch hour if I need to go run a certain errand or a phone call that I need to make. So it's nice to kind of have a place to put it. And this is the only downside I have with hourly. This setup would work better for people who had a lot of appointments. So this would also work better as a business planner as well. So if you needed to meet with people, especially now if you have a lot of Zoom meetings, a lot of interviews, get-togethers, things like that, it would make a lot of sense to have an hourly planner. There are some setbacks with Xodo that I've yet to figure out, so if you know the tricks around this, let me know. I like these little highlighter tools. Just real nice, easy, and clean. If I was doing this on paper, oh man, it would be such a mess. I used to find myself buying just like tons and tons of planners after it would look so messy with my chicken scratch writing, and trying stickers just on paper was not working for me. I'm very minimal when it comes to this, I think. And I'm a really visual person, so I do like to have planner like stickers and whatnot. And again, these are all just images that I've saved to my computer that have a transparent background. One of the limitations, like I was mentioning earlier, you cannot copy images, so I've taken the time to resize them to that size, but I can't copy that and put it like on another day. So like mornings I want coffee, you know, I'm gonna do a small workout, small yoga, like YouTube video that's like 5-10 minutes. Little dollar sign is just where I want to keep track of my spending for the week. I like to have some days that are just no spend, zero spend days. I like having stickers for things that don't necessarily have a set time to do it. It's just this day I'd like to do some laundry. This day I'd like to get groceries. This day I'm gonna do some cleaning. I'm not editing the screen recording of getting my week set up. I'm just speeding it up. I like the little waiting on, like, I use a, what do you call those? Hourglass, so that I can remember what I'm waiting on, because these are things that are kind of out of my control. But if it's been a week and I'm still waiting on those items, I can at least make sure I'm getting what I'm ordering. Have you ever ordered so many things you don't even remember? It's like Christmas all over again. Probably isn't the most financially responsible, but I know we've all been there, and it's hard to remember, or you'll go look on your account later on and you're like, oh, I never got that thing. So I like keeping track of things that I'm waiting on, just so if it's been long enough, I can investigate it a little bit more and see where my items are. Another thing with Xodo, for some reason, I guess it's all chronological. If you put the sticker on after you've written text, like I'm trying to do here, I could not put that text above or on top of the sticker. So I had to struggle with it quite a bit. I had to put this highlighted area in front of it first, and it just took a lot of playing around with. I was pretty glad that I was able to make it work, but you kind of have to have a little bit of trial and error and patience with it. And instead of putting a sticker for every day, you could see like on the dinner spot, I'm just putting like one line. Every day I'm gonna have something for dinner. If I can plan ahead, whether it's to help with planning my grocery shopping list, or if you need to do anything ahead of time, like pull the chicken out of the freezer, it helps me to just kind of have these meals top of mind that I'm gonna be hopefully making this week, especially if you're trying to be conscientious about money or not letting food go bad, things like that. I use my planner for pretty much everything, keeping track of my finances, again, meal planning, just odds and ends, events. And I wanted something where I could put everything in there within reason. I do use spreadsheets though for like the heavy duty tracking. Here is just generally this week I spent about this much. I've started reading one of Seth Godin's books, Practice. And he has a lot of really good quotes in here. In this one he says, we don't get flow, then do the work. It's the other way around. So whenever you're feeling like you need to wait for motivation or anything, I like this sort of mindset where you just need to start it first, and then you'll get into that flow state. Then you will create something that you can be proud of. Then you will start to really learn or be engaged. If you're just waiting for that motivation to get to that point, you're gonna be waiting a long time. I like just putting in some quotes there weekly. I mean, this is my week. Let me know if this is something that you're into. How do you plan that's different? What apps do you use? Are you into paper planning and thinking about getting into digital planning? Let me know. How would you do things differently, or what have you found that gets you planner peace? I want to help people get planner peace. I feel like this is the most that I've ever been there. This is the most consistent that I've ever been with planning, and I'm really happy with it. I'm thrilled that you watched this. If you made it to the end, thank you, and I will see you next time. Thanks.